welcome to the Broker with the Hat podcast, Côtier au Chapeau. I'm Peter Bowering from Sutton, Groupe Centre West, NDG Westmount, but I work all over the city. Welcome to my COVID Part 2 update. It's October 17th, 2020. We've been back at work since May. We're starting a second wave, unfortunately, and let's try to do better. But my clients are often asking me, so now what do you think of the market? So let's just backtrack a little bit. I was contacted in July about a story about the CMHC, the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation, who were making stricter regulations for the stress test to enable people to get insurance for their mortgages. So that was the story. So I went on CBC TV and commented on it, but I didn't really get a chance to elaborate on a lot of what I wanted to say because of the nature of, we did an interview and they chose what they want and that's what they put in. So when they came out with this press release, they also had a prediction for what the market would do. So they were saying that they were anticipating a drop of between 9 and 18% of property values heading into the fall and into next year. Now, I have not seen that, and it didn't make sense to me because this was the same press release where they said they were making the stress test, and the reason they gave for making the stress test harder was that they thought the market was very hot and they wanted to cool it down. So I don't understand how you can make two completely opposite claims in the same press release. Either you think it's going to go down or it's so hot and you're trying to cool it down. So in the end, their predictions have not come true yet. The market is still continuing to move forward. I can say that since I've been back and since we had so many transactions in July, transactions that normally should have been in May and June got pushed into July and into August and September. According to the Quebec Real Estate Board for the Island of Montreal, housing prices were up again, 21% for single-family homes and 12% for condos. The national statistics are showing a 1.3% increase from month to month, and I think it was over 10% for the year. So things are still continuing. On the ground with my clients trying to buy and sell, we're seeing that good properties at a good price are still getting multiple offers. But I have seen a lessening of the number of multiple offers. In some cases, instead of 10 or 12, there's only 3 or 4. But still, it's still a seller's market, and you have to move quickly to be able to get something nice. In some cases, I have seen the prices maybe not coming down, but some people were making very ambitious prices, considering it was so hot and everything was going crazy. So I've seen some of those places where I thought, oh, that might go, and then a month later it's still on the market, and they didn't have multiple offers, and now they're lowering the price and trying to move forward that way. So I think that maybe the curve has gone down a little bit as opposed to like that. But I think that's only normal. We've had double-digit increases for the past few years, and I don't think that that's sustainable on a year-to-year basis for 20 years. So there's an ebb and flow, but so there's going to be a little bit of a lesson, and I see an opportunity actually for some condo buyers who can go after properties that have been sitting there for a little while. Maybe they were overpriced at the beginning, but a lot of the people who had that pent-up energy to buy, as soon as we were able to visit again in May and June and July, a lot of those people have bought, and the places are still on the market, so there's less buyers for them now. So I think that there's an opportunity there. When it comes to the predictions for 2020 and 2021, like I said, there were many people who predicted a softening of prices once we were out of the lockdown, and that hasn't happened. A lot of the banks have revised their predictions. They're saying, well, we're seeing still some increases to the end of the year. Everyone's hedging their bets about what's going to happen next year because we're in unknown territory. You don't know where the virus is going to be, how much it's going to be affecting us. but most of the banks are predicting modest increases for next year in the 4 and 5% range, which is perfectly normal, which is not a super, super hot market, but that's perfectly normal and good growth. So there's some links below I'm putting for the various reports, and you can check those out yourself. But, that's my feeling too, is that the more we can get this virus under control, the more people get back to work. I think that into the spring, and then if this thing can get under control, I think it's going to start taking off again, because the fundamentals about what made Montreal a very hot market before the coronavirus are still there. We have lots of immigration. We have great technology centers that are attracting people from all over the world. The gaming industry, the artificial intelligence industry, and all kinds of really great companies here in Quebec are looking for workers. So people are coming over. They need places to stay and live, and they have good paying jobs. So the immigration and the fundamentals of the economy, if we can get over this virus thing, then I think they're strong. So I think that, like I said, I think there's an opportunity to maybe buy something now as the prices are softening, and within a year or two, those prices are going to go up again. So that's my take on it. I'm putting myself out there. I'll have to check this video in 6 months and see how accurate the banks are and how accurate I am. We're doing our best to manage the situation, so hopefully this information is helpful. And thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.